World Comics Review. Today we're looking at Slam, Book 3. So this is another book by Gold Eagle, who also made the Executioner, Phoenix Force, Able Team and Stony Man series, although this appears to be unrelated to those, apart from a cheeky mention of the Phoenix program. So this is by Dan Matthews, which appears to be the guy's actual name. I say appears because there was only 3 books in this series, so I don't know if they bothered getting pseudonyms for that. So Slam means Search, Locate, Annihilate Mission, which smacks of the guy came up with a cool name first and then bashed some words into fit later. And the real military would never be guilty of that now, would they? So this book's called Shadow Warriors. No relation to the video game. The previous 2 were Force Option and White Powder Black Death. Obviously a war on drugs reference. So Slam is another Spec Ops team of only 3 members. Yep, some random henchman with a micro Uzi can get a lucky shot and wipe out the whole operation. But there you go. The members are Deal Slater, Mason Hawk and Eddie Bishop. Which is which? It literally doesn't matter. The leader is Jack Calixco, who stays in this place called The Farm, and once again has a direct hotline to the White House. The enemy in this book is called Carlos the Jackal. So if Sherlock Holmes is a consulting detective, Carlos the Jackal appears to be a consulting terrorist. Carlos is helping the Iraqis, Iranians and Afghans team up to build a nuclear weapon, because we all know how the Iraqis, Iranians and Afghans just love each other. And also this is from 1993, so it's not like Iraq and Iran had just fought a decades-long bitter war or anything. Anyway, they fund building a nuclear weapon by reopening the old French Connection drugs pipeline to Europe. But first they need to assassinate all the people involved in the old French Connection, which draws Slam's attention. Luckily one of the Iranians is also a CIA spy, so they don't have to bother actually doing any clues or deductive reasoning, just jump straight into the action. Slam rather easily get into Europe, packing loads of heavy weapons in their suitcases, but Deal Slater's profile is known by an Algerian working in a French airport. Now this Algerian's loyal to the Libyans, who is also in on the plot. I think the guy was just chucking darts at a map by this time. So anyway, this Algerian alerts the Libyans, who alert the Iranians, who send a Hezbollah hit team after Slam. And the Hezbollah hit team are completely useless. Slam pretty easily find out there's a drug warehouse on an island just off the coast of France, so they go and easily blow that up. Then on the train, the Hezbollah hit team try to attack them and fail spectacularly. Then when they get to England, they go speeding across the country and get into a car chase, which results in a massive crash and a huge fireball. But all this time the local police pay absolutely no attention to anything that's going on apparently. After the Hezbollah team fails, Carlos the Jackal gets in touch with some ex-East German Stasi and Spetsnaz members, because why not, eh? Why not? Some of the drugs were shipped out of the warehouse in time, so Slam attack the ship, and there they meet the Stasi and get into a fight with them, including the contractually obliged close quarters battle, this time with knives. One of the Stasi has a Fairburn Sykes, so you know, he knows a knife when he sees one. After the ship is successfully sunk, Slam go and infiltrate Turkey, where the opium poppies are being grown, and get into a massive shootout with an armoured column, including using rocket launchers. And then finally they learn what their money's being used for, and infiltrate Iran, where they get into fights with 2 armoured columns, several tanks, APCs and even a helicopter. Once Slam track down the Iranian fuel enriching plant, they pull out a suitcase nuke and blast it to pieces. Well, they've used everything else, I suppose. So, as I said, this was the last book in the series. I guess after deploying a nuclear weapon, the guy didn't know where else to take it. Although I have also heard that other Gold Eagle action series, which didn't sell very well, only had 3 books. So I guess maybe 3 books is the Gold Eagle equivalent of the British Comics 22 Club, or the Japanese manga's 2-volume club, for ones that don't sell too well, so only last a short time. The ending of the book does hint that Carlos the Jackal survived though, so maybe he was intended to come back, but never did. Anyway, although these books are fun, this one, being from 1993 and right at the end of the kind of classic paperback era, is not very good, to put it mildly. In fact, it's so not very good I decided to try my hand at writing this sort of thing myself, and maybe it's not as easy as it looks. My own imprint's going to be called Kestrel, and I'll have some news about that whenever I finish one of them, somewhen or other. Both Slam and the more famous Phoenix Force both have loads of intricate descriptions of firearms and the calibers and cyclic fire rates and what the bullets do to people's insides. I guess it fills some space. But Slam also has endless descriptions of their entire equipment loadouts, like which part of the webbing they click their radio to and stuff, which, yeah, we really don't need to read all that. Just add some more exit wounds, will you? Also, as an aside, when I found this, I could vaguely remember some alternative comedians of the kind who think testosterone is a punchline back in the 90s saying something about Slam books, so I thought they were talking about these. But when I looked it up, apparently a Slam book was kind of like a shared diary that tween-age kids used to share around and write anonymous insults to each other in. Takes all sorts, I suppose. At my school we just used the walls of the toilets for that. Well, that's it. Don't forget to check out the website at wcr.felniverse.co.uk. There's some extra pictures and stuff from some of the videos, as well as some entries from my old blog I had years ago. Who knows, I might even get around to writing some new articles.